Welcome to Panels and Borders. I'm Dominic. So I don't really talk about Star Wars too much on my channel, but I really wanted to talk about this story because I thought it was kind of interesting. This whole rumor going around about an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. So I pulled up an article from MovieWeb. So I'll go through a bit of the article and then I'll let you know what I think of this whole story. George Lucas to shoot Obi-Wan Kenobi movie in Northern Ireland next year. What is going on here? This is potentially huge news if true. Former Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson announced during a speech at the DUP conference this weekend that George Lucas is making the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie and that he will shoot it in Northern Ireland sometime in 2019. Here is what the man had to say during his speech. Which was the biggest grossing movie last year? Star Wars. And where does George Lucas propose to make a follow-up about Obi-Wan Kenobi, Northern Ireland? This news is quickly sending shockwaves through the fan community, but does it make any sense? Why would former Mayor Boris Johnson announce to a room full of people that George Lucas is making a Star Wars movie in Ireland? Many suspect that this is a huge secret Disney and Lucasfilm have been holding on to, as they course correct the franchise by bringing the man who created it all back into the fold. Others suspect that Johnson maybe doesn't know that George Lucas sold Star Wars and Lucasfilm to Disney way back in 2012. It's also possible that Johnson is referring to a movement on the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie before the whole thing was shuttered earlier this summer. So then the article just goes on to talk about the financial disaster of Solo and how Disney announced that it was halting all of its future Star Wars projects and going to be slowing things down. So I actually watched that video of him giving that speech, and to me it sounds like, yeah, he doesn't know that George Lucas doesn't own Star Wars anymore, from what I gather from that speech. And he gave that announcement because he said there's permits being applied and all that by George Lucas to make this movie. There's a couple things about this rumor that kind of makes me very skeptical of it. Is why would they be shooting Obi-Wan Kenobi in Northern Ireland? This is what Northern Ireland looks like. The planet that the movie should take place on, if they do an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, is in that 20-year gap between episode 3 and 4, and Obi-Wan Kenobi is on Tatooine. Tatooine is a desert planet, looks like that. Now, the only other reason, unless maybe they're going to have some kind of a flashback or something to show some part of Obi-Wan's earlier life on a planet that looks like Northern Ireland. The other thing is, I can't really see George Lucas coming back to direct after he sold Star Wars to Disney, just because it seemed like he didn't really like the fan reaction to the prequels. You know, he was hoping people would like it, and so he kind of decided, well, maybe it was time to move on, sold it all to Disney. The only way maybe he could come back is as a consultant on the film, maybe to consult, throw some ideas out there. To actually climb into the director's seat, I don't know. I find that hard to believe that he would even do that. I know that rumors of an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie have been rolling around for a long time, and they should have went with an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie instead of a Solo movie, because this is what fans wanted. Because yes, Obi-Wan Kenobi is a recast, but Ewan McGregor really owned that role in the prequels. He did such an excellent job of channeling Alec Guinness, and so he earned it. So to me, he is just as much Obi-Wan Kenobi as Alec Guinness is, and I believe a lot of fans feel the same way. So that's why I would have rather seen that instead of a Solo movie. Where Solo, you can't really picture anyone else in that role except for Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford put such a strong stamp on that role. And so the other thing is they did put on hold a lot of the Star Wars projects, so this might have been something that was going to go out and got put on hold. But I don't know if this is going to go forward anytime soon. They're probably going to wait and see what the reception was, or the reception is going to be for episode 9 before they move ahead with any more movies. And as for George Lucas coming back to actually direct an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, I really don't think you'd see that. That's just my opinion. I might be wrong, but I really don't see him coming back to direct a Star Wars movie. On top of that, do you really want George Lucas to direct this thing? I mean, the prequels are being held much higher regard since The Last Jedi came out and The Force Awakens. Where before those movies came out, you know, a lot of Star Wars fans didn't like the prequels. I mean, I don't mind the prequels, but I do have my problems with the prequels. And I could see a lot of ways how they could have been a lot better. Now, those opinions haven't changed just because The Last Jedi was such a terrible movie. And I you know, so I don't really want George Lucas to direct another Star Wars film, because I wasn't at all that impressed in the way he directed the prequels. He'd be better off as like in a producer role, or and he's like more of an ideas man if he was there as a producer or consultant, and have someone else, better director, direct the film, and a better writer write George Lucas's ideas. Because people gotta remember, George Lucas had a lot of help with the original trilogy in writing and all that, and by the time prequels rolled around, he was basically, you know, became this legendary thing, and then he was surrounded by yes men who would do anything he say. So that's why the prequels turned out the way they did and have the problems that they did. So that's everything I got to say in this video. Let me know what you think in the comments section, and I will see you at the next one. Thank you to all of my subscribers, and thank you for watching this video. And if you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification when new videos are uploaded.